if you only have 2 days in Venice and want to see as much as possible, well, this video is for you. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly how to maximize every minute, avoid the crowds, and enjoy the best of Venice without feeling rushed or wasting time in lines. From smart planning and local secrets to breathtaking sights and food stops, this is your perfect 2 day in Venice game plan. Hi everyone, I'm Rick.
And Andrea, and we live here, right here in beautiful Italy. We explore Venice more times than we can count, and today we are showing you to make the absolute most of 2 days in Venice. Whether it's your first time or your fifth, we are sharing our ultimate itinerary, insider tips, and local favorites so you will visit Venice like a local. So let's begin. Before getting to Venice, we strongly recommend you plan your visit. As soon as you decide you're going to visit Venice, you should book your hotels. The sooner you book, the better. That way you will have better selection of locations and prices. Always book a fully refundable rate. That way, in case your plan changes or you find a better option somewhere else, you can cancel the reservation without any penalties.
Mhm. Actually, we do that all the time.
Absolutely. If you only have 2 days in Venice, you should book your hotel in the historic city center so that you won't waste any time commuting back and forth from your hotel. Our favorite areas for hotels are the Rialto area, which is within walking distance from everything and also is great for restaurants and bars. Also, a great area is San Marco, also very good for restaurant, however, it's a little bit more expensive because they're closer to everything in Venice. Lastly, the Canaleggio area is a wonderful option if you're looking for more budget-friendly hotels.
Right. So after booking your hotels, you'll definitely want to book your skip the line tickets for all the major attractions. Believe us, this step is really important. Otherwise, you risk, waiting in lines for a very long time for places like the Doge Palace, St. Mark's Basilica, and so on. And you can scan this QR code or check the link in the description to book your skip the line tickets in Venice. And this also applies if you're planning on taking a gondola ride. Book it in advance, reserve your spot. That way you can avoid waiting in line. Now, here's a pro tip for you. Don't book your gondola ride right in the middle of the day. Book it either early in the morning or towards sunset. This way, you'll avoid the hottest hours and you'll have much better light in your photos.
Absolutely. Now, if you're planning to reach Venice by train, you should also book your train ticket in advance. One very important thing to know is when booking your train to Venice is that there are two train stations in Venice. One is Venezia Mestre, which is located in the mainland, and it is not the station you want to get off. The other one is Venezia Santa Lucia, which is located right on the Grand Canal in the middle of the historic city center. So, when you book your train ticket, make sure to select Venezia Santa Lucia and not Venezia Mestre.
Exactly. We've seen that happen many times,
Absolutely.
right?
If you are planning on driving to Venice, you still have to book your parking in advance because spots are limited and they get sold out very quickly. The parkade is the only part of the city center that you can reach by car. From the parkade, you can walk across the Grand Canal by crossing the Ponte della Costituzione. If you want to know more about how to get to
Mhm.
Venice, we made an entire video about that and you can check it out up here.
Absolutely. So basically, if you're visiting Venice, plan ahead and book everything in advance.
Sure.
So the last thing you should book prior to your departure is the Vaporetto pass. In case you don't know, the Vaporetto is the Venetian equivalent of a public bus. You can buy a 2 day pass and take the Vaporetto as many times as you like all around the city. And of course, we'll leave a link in the description so you can find out more and perhaps even book your pass. Now, because you only have 2 days to spend in Venice, we suggest you to arrive early, and that's ideally around 9 a.m. And if you do that, you'll have the whole day to explore the city. At the train station, you can drop your luggage at the storage depot. That way, you can start exploring the city right away. And then you can pick up your bag in the evening right before checking into your hotel.
Yeah.
And that leads us to our second pro tip about visiting Venice.
Pack light. If you're traveling around Italy for some time and you have a big bag with you, pack a small backpack for your stay in Venice and leave the big bag at the baggage storage. at a train station. This way, you don't have to carry your bag around the city, up and down the stair and over bridges. Your back and your knees will thank you, believe us. Just in front of the Santa Lucia train station, you can catch the Vaporetto and ride down the Grand Canal to San Marco Square. The ride along the Grand Canal is wonderful, and you will be able to admire some of the most beautiful buildings in the city that can only be seen from the water. Also, you will stay under the Rialto Bridge and admire the most magnificent bridge in the city. The ride on the Grand Canal will take you approximately half an hour from the train station to St. Mark's Square.
Mhm. And of course, once you arrive at the square, you definitely need to go straight to the Basilica. Now, because you've already bought your skip the line tickets, you're going to be able to bypass this crazy long line that's usually there at the entrance. Now, here's our pro tip number 3. Make sure that you wear clothes that cover your shoulders and knees to visit the Basilica. If you're not dressed appropriately, you're probably going to get denied entry. You don't want that to happen, right? Now, the Basilica inside is incredible and it has stunning gold mosaics. When you book your ticket for the Basilica, make sure to select the one that includes the terrace. From St. Mark's Terrace, you'll be able to admire a wonderful view of the piazza and the Doge Palace. You'll also be able to see the 4 bronze horses that were brought to Venice from the Stadium of Constantinople in the 13th century. The ones on the balcony are a replica because the original ones are actually inside the basilica.
After visiting the Basilica, you can then move to the Doge Palace. This was the political heart of the Venetian Republic. Inside the palace, you will be able to admire the many rooms with incredible fresco and gold-gilded ceiling. From the palace, you will then cross the Bridge of Sights to the Piombi jail. In this prison, Casanova himself was spent some time before escaping, apparently from the roof.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there.
No. After visiting the palace, you can start walking around the beautiful street of Venice, called Calli, towards the Rialto Bridge. The walk will take about 20 to 25 minutes, and you will be able to see some stunning little bridges, canals, and stores that sell souvenirs, masks, and Murano glasses.
So the Rialto Bridge is one of the 4 bridges that cross the Grand Canal. It's also probably the most famous one, right? On each side of the bridge, you're going to see some stores that sell jewelry, Murano glass, and of course, Venetian masks. In the Rialto area, you're also going to find plenty of places to sit down and have a typical Venetian lunch called cicchetti. These are the Venetian equivalent of tapas, but do not call them tapas. You will get in trouble, but they're most usually served for lunch. And you can choose several different types of cicchetti, like seafood, meat, vegetables, and enjoy them with a nice glass or 3 of wine, what the Venetians call ombra.
After lunch is when you ditch the map and just wander Venice. Venice is a labyrinth. Get lost in the Canareggio area or the Duro area. Grab a gelato and discover hidden canals and peaceful squares. Trust us, this is the best way to enjoy Venice. Walk around, maybe off the beaten path, away from most of the tourists. You will not be disappointed. Trust us. You can walk around until it is time to do your gondola ride. On your gondola ride, enjoy your ride, soak in the amazing view of the canals, and while the gondola slowly glide through the calm water of the canals.
It sounds very romantic, and
It is.
actually it is. Now, after your ride, it'll now be time to check into your hotel and rest a little before going out for dinner. After dinner, take one of the vaporetto rides down the Grand Canal, and you're going to see how amazing it is at night and how different it is once you see all the lights illuminated in the palaces and everything. It's just absolutely spectacular. The following day, you can walk down to Fondamente Nove to catch the Vaporetto and go explore Burano and Murano. And one thing to do is before going to the Fondamente Nove, check out of your hotel and bring your bags to the train station. Leave them there at the bag storage. This way, on your way back from Murano, you can catch the Vaporetto that takes you right to the train station where you can then collect your bags before catching your train. Doing this is going to save you a ton of time, allowing you to see more of Venice.
The ride to Burano from Venice takes about 40 minutes, and the Vaporetto number is 12 at the time of recording. Once you arrive on the little island of Burano, you'll see the beautiful, colorful houses all around the small canals, and it's true photograph paradise. Trust me, I love it.
Mhm.
Walk around the little island, soak in the beauty, and maybe stop for coffee in one of the many coffee shops on the island. After we visit Burano, it is time to catch the vaporetto number 12 again, at time of recording, and stop on the other famous island of the Venetian lagoon, the island of Burano. Burano is world famous for its glass, and you can watch artisan crafted by hand, as it is done for centuries. There are many places that offer a free tour of the glass factory. Also, in Murano, you will be able to shop for great souvenirs to bring home with you. Just walk around the many streets and you'll not be disappointed, trust us.
Mhm. Now, after your visit to Murano, it's now time to catch the Vaporetto once more and head back to Venice. From Murano, you can catch Vaporetto number 3 again at the time of recording. That will take you right to the train station in about 40 minutes. Or if you still have time before catching your train, catch Vaporetto number 7 that will take you back to St. Mark's Square. Now, as we mentioned, the Vaporetto numbers and times might change, so definitely check the link in the description for the most updated information about the Vaporettos and their schedules and getting around.
Absolutely.
Now, if your train leaves late at night, we suggest you to go to the Ponte dell'Accademia at sunset, where you're going to catch one of the most beautiful views of the Grand Canal.
Well, folks, that's how we spent 2 unforgettable days in Venice. Obviously, there's so much more to see in Venice, and 2 days are not enough to see everything in the city. But this is a simple itinerary. You will be able to see the most iconic landmarks of the city without rushing. Now, here are some last-minute tips for Venice that you can learn.
Right. So, first, wear very comfortable shoes. You're going to be walking a lot in Venice, and trust us when we say this a lot. For this reason, well broken in shoes are really, really important.
Absolutely. Second, avoid scammers.
Mhm.
If you see someone offering you a free rose or a free bracelet, say no thank you and move on. Nothing is free, and if you accept the rose or the bracelet, they will harass you for money for a long time. Also remember that where there are a lot of tourists and big crowds, there's always the possibility of pickpockets. So be aware of your surroundings.
And third, stay hydrated, especially in the summer. Venice can be very hot, and you need to drink a lot of water. Last, keep some change on you because you'll probably need to use the bathroom at some point. Public bathrooms in Venice are not free and you will need some change to use them. But you know that already, right? Because you did watch our bathrooms in Italy video, right?
Absolutely. Well, folks, this is all we have for you today. We hope you enjoyed the video and you have learned something about Venice. If you did, please like and subscribe to our channel, as it helps out the channel immensely. Also, if you have any question, please feel free to ask us in the comment below. And please let us know how your trip went in Venice and what you like the most about the city.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for watching and we will catch you in our next video.
Ciao!